Little Rock, Arkansas, New York City, Chicago, Illinois, and San Antonio, Texas. We are expecting, I think obviously First Lady Michelle Obama gave, I think, just an amazing convention. We also saw, I think people watching at home in particular last night saw throughout the night a number of Senator Sanders supporters, Raul Grijalva, Jealous, Sarah Silverman, Jeff Merkley, Keith Ellison, really talking about why, while they supported Bernie, and they still do, they're going to be supporting Hillary Clinton and working very hard to make sure that... Really?
Hi, my name is Maria, and I'll ask, what, in your opinion, are the most important things Hillary Clinton needs to do right now to make sure she wins the election against Trump?
We're going to be talking about Hillary's story, again, is in part to draw the contrast, a lot of big promises, but he's had a lifetime to try the night. More ideas last night than the whole 4 nights. Actually, I don't even think I heard one new idea in all the 4 nights of the Republican convention. And I think that matters to people. I also think both last night and again tonight, part of what we're talking about, and we're having, people...
The message that your surrogates, your speakers are trying to portray about the secretary, and with the roll call coming up, and some people are saying with Bill Clinton's stances on trade that they may boo or do a sit-in. How do you control any back channels going on to try and prevent that?
I always hope that all of the delegates approved the party platform. And we believe that's because it's the most progressive party platform that the Democrats have adopted. And that happened because Senator Sanders' campaign and our campaign came together to work very hard to develop that in public sessions that had a lot of input and a lot of passionate feelings. And when that being adopted, we thought it was a very important step. And in terms of what, as Karen said, in terms of what people saw last night, there were Senator Sanders supporters that are not just in the hall. They saw a number of Senator Sanders himself very graciously offering support of her, and a lot of his key validators too. This is in this room here are Hillary Clinton's most passionate supporters and Bernie Sanders' most passionate supporters. These are the actual delegates, the people who not just...
Huge disconnect between those folks who know Hillary Clinton well and the rest of America. That probably reflected in her disapproval numbers. How do you fix that in the next 140?
We think that it has oft been said, and it's tried to even say at this point, that she is the most famous, least known person in the country. And I think even as famous as she is, people know her resume, they know her big jobs. She sort of came on the national scene in their mind in 1992. And it's something that she also shares with Senator Kaine. She chose to after law school, she chose to go to the Children's Defense Fund. Senator Kaine made a decision to go to Honduras, motivated by his Catholic faith, and work a missionary there. He's somebody who, after law school, decided to not so much show horses, but they get the job done, and they stay at it and they deliver results. And that is through
party politics for 25 years. What is that? That's sort of historic, and what does that say? Is that about continuity? Just reflections on that?
President and Hillary Clinton as former rivals that came together to be partners, and now she's seeking to succeed him in him being such a gracious and aggressive supporter of hers. I think Clinton to Barack Obama, Michelle Obama, that are incredibly committed to the country and doing just the really hard work to not just make progress, but protect our values, which in the face of Donald Trump is something that it's a Friday proposition they really need to do. Mr. Mayor,
be here or do something. And you guys said before, a couple weeks ago, sorry, very quick moment. In Chicago, she tried to address trust issues and spoke very thoroughly about the views that many people have about her. How will speakers tonight address those concerns that your campaign has and polling that shows a lot of Americans don't trust her?
From chat box, to answer your first question. She, as Hillary Clinton said herself, and we read polls, we see that she's acknowledged that she knows that she has work to do to earn people's trust, but also that it's important for people to understand she realizes there aren't some magic words that you can say that develops that trust overnight. And what she wants people to know about her in the course of this campaign is...
And the diverse vote, we call that the Democratic is the party of diversity, and I want to know how she's going to reach out to that electorate.
It was important to us that we start our first day of the convention talking about immigration, talking about the strength and diversity brings to our country, particularly coming out of the Republican convention. And that's what we saw last night with everyone from Carla Ortiz, our young advocate. She's a dreamer, right? She was born in the United States. She's not here. Astrid, to see that we the priority that is for this party, and that especially the building walls, how he describes Mexicans, that's not America. Senator Kane's first interview was we made a decision for him to speak first to Spanish language media and wanting to people who were concerned about, all of us are concerned about 11 million people who are undocumented that are here, that he has said he's going to...
Many of you just looked at the voices and faces on the stage last night, tonight, tomorrow night, and Thursday night. You will see, someone actually agreed with me, there was more diversity, I think, on the stage last night than you saw on all 4 days of the Republican convention. So, I mean, certainly that is part of it in terms of the issues that Jen is talking about, but the voices and faces, I mean, one of some of the people that you were right from...
How the roll call nominations will go down. Who's going to take her over the top? Is Senator Sanders going to be involved in the roll call? Is he going to ask that his delegates vote for acclamation, or are you going to go through each specific state?
It's my understanding, we're 7 states and territories, and we think it's very important that everybody has the opportunity to vote and to have their voice heard.
And then you just have to see what happens.
Exactly.
In terms of, we don't, the roll call, how that all plays out, we'll let some of this, happen.
We focus on the Asian American Pacific Islander populations in Virginia and nationwide, and also how does that connect with Hillary focus.
Not just in Virginia, but throughout the country, we have a very robust effort, and we're very proud of as part of our campaign to reach out to people and organize, get people registered to vote, and make sure that we turn people out all across the country.
We didn't hear the Asian yesterday.
What's that?
We didn't hear the Asian yesterday, so we
Well,
hope to
stay
hear
tuned.
tomorrow.
Yeah, we've got 3 more.
Convention, how and when?
It's not just a major threat that's facing the country, it's also a terrorism.
Are we going to be touching on kind of jobs in the economy, in particular small businesses, entrepreneurship, and how that's going to lead on? I know that President Obama has been a big supporter of all of that, how that's going to lead on to the next administration if Hillary Clinton becomes our next president.
For everybody, not just the top, but on how we create jobs in one night, and we saw the entire Republican convention. Hillary Clinton's primary, in terms of her economic agenda, her primary goal is to get at wage stagnation and increase wages. That means not just more jobs, that means jobs that not just pay better, but also you need to address work-life policies like family leave and child care, which I think usually used to be seen as family issues or women's issues, but this is what's holding people back from actually being able to earn more money. She has said that she would make the biggest investment in job creation since World War II, and that's the major part of those 2 pieces, of job creation and then dealing with